Okay, in today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the Saxon genitive. The Saxon genitive is very important in English because it is used to talk about possessives, okay? Typically in Spanish, you always use the same structure. So you say, el coche de Pedro, okay? So the translation would be the car of Peter. But in English, we cannot use this structure with certain elements, okay? So animals being one, people being another, time expressions, okay? Companies. We have to use what's known as the apostrophe S, okay? We invert the structure, okay? So we put the person first, Peter, and then we put an apostrophe S, and car second, the object coming second, so Peter's car. So let's have a look then at the possessive case, the Saxon genitive. This is the theory, basically. You can express it in three different ways. The easiest form is the first one and the second one. Okay, the first form is when it's an adjective, a pronoun, and a possessive pronoun. So él es mi hermano. Me being the possessive pronoun, he is my brother, okay? And esto es mío, okay? This is mine. So very simple because it follows the exact same structure as in Spanish. Él, he, es, is, me, my, hermano, brother, okay? Esto, this, es, is, mío, mine, okay? Now, the second option is that of the when two objects are inanimate, okay? So both objects are, for example, a car and a door, or a house and a window, okay? In this case, la ventana de la casa is the window of the house, okay? Because both the window and the house are inanimate objects, okay? So these first two options are quite simple because they follow the same structure as in Spanish. For example, la, the, ventana, window, de, of, la, the, casa, house, the window of the house, okay? Where we need to be careful is in the next option, which is situation number 3. This is when we put the apostrophe S, and it's for possessives, okay? Plus the object that is possessed by the person, okay? The possessor is a person, or an animal, an institution, or company, and we also use it for time expressions, very important, okay? So let's look at these options. El vestido de María, so we can't say the dress of Maria because it's a possessive and it's a person, okay? So we say Maria, apostrophe S, Maria's dress, okay? What's interesting is it has the exact same pronunciation as if we put Maria is with the verb to be contracted. So Maria's dress or Maria's a nice girl, okay? So the pronunciation with the possessive and the contracted form of the verb to be is the same, okay? But not to be confused. La comida del perro is the dog's food because the dog is the possessor and it's an animal, okay? So the dog's food, not the food of the dog, okay? Los trabajadores de Pirelli. This is a company or institution, so Pirelli's workers, okay? The company is the possessor, okay? And the workers are the object that is possessed. And finally, with time expressions, la cita de ayer is yesterday's appointment, not the appointment of yesterday, okay? That sounds terrible in English. So it's yesterday's appointment with the apostrophe S, okay? Now, let's look at problem number 1. The genitive of the plurals. When the word is in the plural form, I say the noun, ending in S or ES, we add the apostrophe but not the S, okay? The boy's house. That means that in this case, it would be in Spanish, la casa de los niños, okay? So the noun is in a plural form, and therefore we don't put boys apostrophe S, okay? That would be like boys' house. No, we just say boy's house, and it maintains the same pronunciation as the plural form of boys, okay? So we don't double stress. We don't say the boys' house. We just say the boy's house, Okay, orally it is difficult to differentiate between plural and the genitive or the Saxon genitive, but on paper or in the written form it is easy to see that the possessor is a plural noun. Okay, and problem number 2, the genitive of words ending in s or finishing with the sound s. In this case we add apostrophe s. Okay, that is James's house. Okay, because James is a noun that is singular, but its last letter is S. Okay, James is the boy's name. It's his house, so it's James's house. We must then double the sound of the S. Okay, look at the fox's fur. Okay, because the last sound for fox is S. Okay, so we need to say foxes and James's. Okay, so you can hear the sound. It's an S or an is sound. Okay, so let's look at the last thing then. How do we pronounce it? So, in this case, S equals is. That is James's house. Okay, look at the fox's fur. Okay, so the pronunciation of the IS becomes is to allow a nice smooth transition and to differentiate between James, which is the last sounding S, and the possessive form of James, James's house. Look at the fox's fur, okay? But obviously native people do it quite quickly. So there you have it. That is a quick lesson in the Saxon genitive form in English and the pronunciation. Thank you very much.